Welcome back, everybody, to the Legal Lounge podcast where we talk about all things legal, but it's not legal advice. This is your typically co-host and your place for Carenzo, which is typically the main host. We have
Correct.
Mario here. So
Yeah.
today we're going to be doing one more like fun topic that we kind of been doing the past uh, one or two episodes that seem to be pretty fun, interesting, and engaging. This one we're gonna talk about Alex. What was the
Would it
specific
stand in
name
court?
for it? Will it stand in court?
Yes. Will it stand in court?
So we're gonna talk about different
Situations.
situations where people, have done things or whatever,
Mhm.
and we're gonna guess whether or not it stands in court or it doesn't stand in court.
Mhm.
So you may hear some silly things, you may hear some real things, and we're gonna see whether it
Yeah.
will stand in court or not.
Yeah. And now you know, right? And feel free to play along,
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
We'll keep our scores right here. We always do that. It's
Yep,
a little bit challenge. If I get a point, you'll hear a ding 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 right there. So
And if I get a point, you'll hear a bing 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 right there.
all right. You'll see the scores at the end. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think we're ready for the first case to see if it will stand in court or not.
Okay, our first scenario, the neighbor's fence. A homeowner sues their neighbor because their tree branches have started hanging over the property line and causing damage to their roof.
Would that be HOA?
I think that would stand in court because it's like it's affecting like your home, right? Because tree lines mattered, like the lines. Have
They
you ever heard
do.
those situations where like people have like a fence on like one side and not the other side, and the other people paint the fence or do something with the fence, but it's like the other people are like, no, you can't do that. Like this is on my side of the property. It's like a real thing.
Have you heard about the cases where like you have a whatever tree, you have a apple tree, and then some of the branches extend into the other property?
Mhm.
Are you allowed to take those? Because they're in your property technically, but it's from their tree on the other side of the fence. So I think it's like kind of the same situation,
Yeah.
just without the damage.
Yeah.
Would you be entitled to that apple?
To the apple?
Yeah, like in that situation, right? Or could they
If the
sue you
apple
for like?
drops in your yard, it's like if
I know
it's
if
like
it
if
drops.
the neighbor like accidentally drops it's like the neighbor has a $50,000 Rolex and the watch and a windstorm came and blew the Rolex into your yard. Is it yours now?
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Like I feel like it would still technically be like, I don't know though. When it comes to like fence lines and like trees and stuff, I feel like that is
But the
whoever's
leaves.
part that it's on.
But okay, so let's continue an example. Like for example, if it's a tree, and if some of the leaves fall into your, yard from your neighbor.
I don't think that would stand in court.
Me neither. So I don't think this would stand in
I
court.
think this
too.
would stand in court though.
I think it's an HOA kind of stuff. I think it's a minor issue. Like they wouldn't waste their time.
Civil. I think it would be civil court.
Yeah, so
It would stand in court. Cody gets one. In Texas, property owners have the right to remove encroaching tree branches if they extend over their land. If there is damage, the court could rule in favor of the homeowners for repairs.
So in the example of the apple, you could just cut off the branch.
Imagine having an apple tree in your yard and somebody just cuts off like a clear like half of the apple tree.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think it should be illegal for you to like cut trees and this, like it doesn't matter, like it's going into your, unless it's causing damages, of course.
Yeah. I think it holds in the court because it's affecting the roof.
Yeah. It's causing a damage.
But even if it doesn't cause a damage, I feel like it's still like I said, like how she was saying is that if it's in your property, it's in your property. And people actually take
you
that
can
to
cut
court.
it off. Yeah. Okay. So 1-0.
Yes.
The second scenario, the forgotten wedding ring. A person sues their ex-spouse for not returning a wedding ring after a divorce was finalized. The ring was worth $10,000.
I don't think so.
Is the ring part of the like assets or distribution or whatever? Like, is that part of splitting assets?
I think once you give that away, you don't have to give it because that was a gift, right? You don't have to give it back. You're not legally entitled to, which is a discussion. It's a conversation.
Is that a
Maybe you
gift?
should, maybe you shouldn't, but I think it was a gift, and by the law, you wouldn't be
But if they have a
forced.
if they don't have a prenup, then
Well,
it's
that could
like
be one
it's
of the
under
terms. That's why you
it's
need a
one of the
lawyer.
assets under, right? Like whenever like if they were to go into a divorce, right? They do that one part of the divorce where they see all the different assets.
Prenup?
No. It's like when you're actually getting a divorce,
Uh-huh.
not a prenup or a postnup, nothing like that. It's like it's called discovery, I think, right? And that's where you see all the finances, anything purchased during the divorce, like, dogs, people fight over all that stuff. And I think it's one of those things where, like, if it's something that was discussed in your divorce, like, or with your attorney or anything, or with the judge, that, that's something that you have to give back.
But that would be purchased before the marriage because that's a fiance ring, right? So it's like you purchasing some shoes to someone and then suing them for then giving it back. Like, unless you have a prenup, I don't think you can ask for it. Like, saying, like, you would give back this ring if we ever get divorced.
So maybe it won't hold up in court.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think so.
I'll go. It will hold up in court,
Right.
just to see.
Right.
It would stand up in court. Texas is a community property state, and if the ring was considered a joint asset, the ex-spouse would be required to return
That's what I was trying to think of, community property.
And so you were going on the correct lines.
Yeah. That's why I guess it's super important to get a good lawyer, because when it comes to community property and a divorce, that's like everything. You don't have a postnup, you don't have a prenup. Well, I guess it would be prenup. You don't have a prenup. Like everything's pretty much up for grabs.
Yep.
It's pretty much a fight for the rest of the stuff.
And the judge has to agree on whatever determination you guys make.
And if the two parties can't, if the spouses they can't agree on, what to split for community property, what's theirs, not, you're gonna have to fight for it.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna have to fight for it, it becomes more expensive and everything. But if you don't have a good attorney, then that's where you can lose a lot of things. So that's why it's so important to have a really, really, really good attorney, because those are the things that nobody thinks about.
Yeah, you might not get a fair distribution of the assets.
Yeah.
And that's what's important, to get a fair distribution of the assets.
Yeah, because it's one of those little
for you
things
and for the other person
that nobody thinks about in a divorce until you get a divorce.
Until you're there.
Oh, what about my dog?
That's a great question.
Or what about people? Yeah, people actually do. They fight for their pets in a divorce.
Yeah, they're considered property.
I'm fighting for my dogs.
Oh yeah.
If I had dogs and I was married and I had to get a divorce,
nah, you put that in the prenup.
Yeah,
I get the dogs, and you just put that.
Yeah, just that, just the dogs,
just the dogs. Yeah, and the TV and the PlayStation. That's all you need.
Pretty much, right? Yeah.
So
it does stand in court.
Yes.
So
it would stand.
That's
2-0.
2-0.
I got one right.
No.
No? Yikes.
We've only done 2.
Yikes. Oh, yeah. All right. Next.
Okay.
Let's go for a sweep.
You can get a point in this one, though. The angry Uber driver. A passenger sues an Uber driver because the driver took a longer route than necessary, resulting in a $20 increase in the fare.
That's a hard case.
A longer route.
Yeah. Ooh.
Now
the court? They went to court.
Now is it a longer
over $20?
Is it a longer route because they don't have an easy tag? They don't use tolls? Or is it a longer route because they just took a longer route?
That's such an interesting question. I've never even thunk about.
I'm gonna go. It doesn't stand in court.
Oof. I'm gonna go. I'll go the other way. I'll go. It does stand in court.
3-0, baby.
3-0. It would be thrown out in Texas unless the driver can be proven to have intentionally taken a longer route. Fair disputes are generally not grounds for a lawsuit unless it's part of a clear contractual violation.
And it's like $20.
That's why I said, like, it's a hard case.
It's like $20.
Yeah, going to court over $20 is like,
Yeah, that's
you're
why
better
I
off
feel, yeah,
just, you know.
that's
If the guy
crazy.
lost his job or this or that or his property because of that, maybe, maybe you could
Yeah.
consider it, but still,
Suing.
it's a hard
Imagine
case.
taking an Uber. And he like takes one wrong street. Guy gets sued, loses his job, everything.
Just his
That would
life
suck.
falls
Yeah.
apart. Yeah.
Okay.
So 3-0.
3-0.
Damn.
There you go. I'm
Damn.
gonna go for a sweep. Only
Okay.
logical
Sweep.
answers here.
Okay. The restaurant's health violation. A customer sues a Texas restaurant for food poisoning they believe they got after eating there. They present their medical bills, and the restaurant's health inspection was below average.
Below average or it failed?
It says below average. So not great.
If we would say, yeah, failed or passed, that would be like,
It holds in court.
can you read it again?
Yeah. A customer sues a Texas restaurant for food poisoning they believe they got after eating there. They present their medical bills, and the restaurant's health inspection was below average.
It wouldn't hold up in court. How do you know it's from there? Unless you got receipts and stuff. Well, they may have receipts. But still, I'm going to go that way. Just for
Okay.
fun. 3-1?
It wouldn't hold?
It wouldn't.
4-0.
Oh my God. Oh my
If
God.
the customer can prove evidence that the food caused the illness and the restaurant was in violation of health standards, the case would proceed for negligence.
Oh my God.
Mm.
I was negligent in that thinking.
You ever had a restaurant where you thought, like, damn, I could probably sue? It's a health inspection.
I don't think so, no. I don't give
The Salvadorian
much.
place.
He's not
Honduran.
Really?
That Honduran
That gave you
place.
like the tummy aches and stuff?
No.
No, it's good.
No, it was good, but
Just took a long time.
Nah, that drink was not that good.
What?
He had
You're
some
breaking
It
my
weird
was
heart.
thing.
horchata. It was an
Yeah,
horchata.
he had a
But
horchata.
it was like a agua fresca horchata, like one of those that's like
No?
Yeah,
not
like
that
a
well.
soda one.
Watery?
yeah, like a fountain drink
Oh.
horchata.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't the best.
You need the real deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so 4-0.
4-0.
God damn.
Come on, Mario. The neighbor's broken window. A Texas resident sues their neighbor after a baseball from their yard broke a window. The neighbor refused to pay for the damages, arguing it was an accident.
It would hold up. Go the other way.
Nah.
Oh my God.
It's gonna hold up in court, I think.
You both say that?
I don't like the tone of that. It's like,
Are you sure?
y'all both are dumb. Yes.
Repeat the story.
A Texas resident sues their neighbor after a baseball from their yard broke a window. The neighbor refuses to pay for the damages, arguing it was an accident.
What a bad guy.
Holds
You
in
should
court.
pay that. You should pay that.
Holds in
Come
court.
on. Even though if it's an accident.
It would stand in court.
Okay, nice. So 5-1.
In Texas, property owners are liable for accidents caused by their property. If the ball came from the neighbor's yard, they may be liable for the damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
5-1.
It's still a sweep, technically.
It's not that bad. Worse were
A
the
sweep
Chiefs
in the
yesterday.
sense that I'm like,
You have to get everyone right.
yeah, I have to get everyone right. Okay,
Okay, ready?
next one. Who does that though?
Who
Guys
breaks
like
a
playing-
window
he
and
plays
be
in a-
like, nah, I ain't gonna pay.
Yeah,
Like, what's wrong with you?
It's like boom, breaks. It's like you accidentally crash into your neighbor's car and
Somebody
their
did that to
driveway.
my brother. It was worse.
They
What
threw a rock?
A
Story
rock,
time.
he had, okay, my little brother and his friends were in like 5th grade, like young. On the
Mm.
bus, this kid had a bag of rocks in his backpack and it hit my brother in the face and broke his tooth. And my brother like has had teeth issues since.
Milk? Oh, hold on.
the-
Milk tooth or a real tooth?
Like his front tooth.
No, but you know how you have two sets, right?
Oh no, his real tooth.
Ooh.
Like he has no tooth there anymore.
So he got like a.
How did the bag of rocks hit him?
What was told to me was they were kicking it and his friend kicked it too hard and it came up and hit him in the face.
Boom headshot?
That's wild.
Yeah.
Just quick
I would
scope
have been
them.
so mad.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
I would have been so
And
mad.
it
So
was
wait,
like in medical journals because of how it like broke his tooth. It like broke it. Weird.
Ooh,
Medical journals.
Like in
Made
dental
history.
journals.
Does he get
Nice.
compensation of the dental journals?
No.
Okay, but did they pay?
No.
What?
I don't think so. I just
Yikes.
don't think my mom fought it.
She
Okay.
probably didn't try
But
to sue.
No,
but
she didn't.
He
She didn't
got
try
it
at all.
like figured out now. He has like something there, or whatever.
He has an Invisalign and it has a tooth in it.
Oh, okay.
It's like a filled and he pops
Okay,
it
I
in.
mean, you can't tell.
Because his mouth isn't done moving.
Oh yeah, he's young still.
Mhm.
Okay.
And boys' mouths don't stop until they're like 25.
Really?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
I
I was having
didn't
a
know that.
toothache the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah.
You had a toothache?
Not a toothache. It was like sometimes like deep in my jaw. Like it almost feels like a wisdom tooth, but it's like not a wisdom tooth. 'cause
Did
it
you
just
get
goes
your
away.
wisdom teeth out? You have your wisdom teeth?
Some people don't have them.
It gives
I-
me wisdom.
I got mine taken out. Did you get yours
This
taken
makes sense.
I
That makes
think I
sense. Wait,
have
wait, wait. This makes sense. She got her wisdom teeth
But-
taken out.
Okay, but did you have all four or
The
two?
lack of wisdom.
I think I had 4. It was a longer surgery than
I have
normal.
2. I only got 2.
My
This
mom
makes
still has
sense.
hers.
You see that people are
Because
like
you
born
still
without
have
them.
a little bit
too.
of wisdom. She's got none.
That's
How's
mean.
that feel?
You know the teeth, they have to do with your wisdom.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, the
So why are they
fairy.
It says you.
Why are they
Like-
called wisdom teeth?
Because of where they grow in.
Where do they grow in?
It's because they grow in late.
Why do they grow in late?
I don't know.
Because they give you wisdom.
No. Oh, they
Because
don't
they
give
give
you
you wisdom. The
wisdom.
wisdom comes over
You don't
time.
have wisdom when you're 22.
I have a wisdom because
He's not 22. He's 23.
Oh.
Yeah, 20,
Sorry.
23 with
you,
my wisdom
You
teeth.
could have wisdom then.
Because I still have my wisdom teeth. But anyways, it's besides the point.
That's why your teeth hurt.
That's why you're lacking wisdom. Anyways,
I'ma just not say
Mario's-
any. I'm trying
Did
not
you
to
get
get caught
Mario?
in the.
Did you get yours removed?
No, I still have them.
All of them?
Oh.
No, just 2.
That's why you're like sore.
Sort of with.
Did they
Sorta
hurt?
wise?
Did they
I'm just
hurt ever?
kidding.
No, really. Like
They
I
didn't
don't.
move your other teeth.
No.
They haven't come out.
Oh,
They're there, but they're not moving.
Yeah, how do you know if they come out or not?
mine like they
You feel
grow
them.
in. Like, do you have 2 extra teeth back there? Because when I
Like
was
up here, I don't.
no, not up here, down here.
But aren't there 4?
No, sometimes there's just 2.
I thought it was like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Sometimes you don't get them all.
You can have all 4, but I have only the bottom 2, and they haven't come out.
I only had the bottom 2 actually, because I didn't have surgery at the. I don't think I had surgery.
Wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
I think I only had surgery on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
Now you
Because
got
like when I
nothing,
was
so-
16, I could feel like I was growing new teeth back there.
I
Isn't
don't
it
know.
strange that they haven't come out? Like I'm about to be 25.
I think they come out later for
I don't
boys.
think they really come.
I
out
heard
like
it
that.
was like around
Sometimes-
18, 20,
Sometimes
21.
they grow in. Sometimes they don't.
Yeah, it's called evolution.
Mm,
We don't need them anymore, so they don't come.
Yeah. Good thing I got a big mouth.
Good thing I got
They
big
won't
wisdom.
really, you
I
know.
got 4 times the wisdom.
Yeah, right. Next.
Next,
5-1.
5-1. The missing dog. A Texas pet owner sues a neighbor for allegedly taking their dog. The dog was found weeks later at the neighbor's house.
It would hold in court. That's stealing property. Pets are considered property under the law.
I'd agree.
6-2.
6-2.
Let's
It would stand in court. Texas law protects property owners, including pets. If the dog was taken without permission, the neighbor may be required to return the dog or pay for damages.
Oh, so for instance, pets are
Damn.
property.
You get your
Yes.
pet
Property
back?
gets divided in a divorce. So that answers your question that
What?
pets are property.
Yeah, I
So
know.
in a
Yes.
divorce, you have to fight for your pets.
Yeah,
Yes.
unless
How do
you
they
got
even
it
determine
beforehand,
that?
I guess.
How do you even determine that,
I
I
guess.
think it's like kids.
Wait, wouldn't that be funny to put a dog on the trial or How would like
Or
they
like
decide?
have a custody order for your dog.
You
Like
have
they-
you have
they-
one parent on that side and one parent on this side, and they see who the dog goes to.
And they're just like, okay, he went to you,
Come here,
so
Sparky. Come
you're-
here, Sparky.
I think
You're keeping
usually
it.
if somebody wants them really bad, the other doesn't
what
want
if
them.
both?
Then they split the time.
Nah, bro.
Joint custody and a dog?
Well, if you don't have
2,
kids,
2, 3 on these weekends. You're gonna be with me.
what
On
if they
these
just
other-
stay with the kids?
What?
Like you just get like when you do handoff with the kid,
Yeah.
the dog just gets in the car too.
I think whoever, I think in those cases, I've read, I think a little bit a long time ago. So this may not be factual and I'm not an attorney, but I think whoever has like more connections to it. So who feeds it most, who buys the food, who buys the toys,
I'm
this
sure
and
that has
who
something
goes
to
on
do
walk.
with. Like,
I
all
think
that
that's
stuff.
how
Who's on the
they-
vet records.
Yeah. I think that's how they determine that, like who is
Mm,
more of an owner, right? Or who is more involved.
yeah.
So that may be an
Yeah.
explanation for that. All right, so
Next.
6-2. Yeah.
6-2. The overcharged parking fee scenario.
Wait.
Overcharged parking fee.
Real quick. You and your partner, hypothetically, get a divorce. Who's taking the cat? Who gets the cat?
I don't know.
Who's gonna get the cat?
We wouldn't have to get
These
a
are the
divorce. We're not
questions you
married.
have to know.
It doesn't.
I
This is
probably would.
hypothetical.
I don't know.
It's hypothetical.
I would be so heartbroken. I
About
would
what?
be so lonely. But I
Dude,
think but
we're
she
talking about
would
the
be
cat
so
here.
lonely too without the cat.
So who gets it?
I don't know.
Who
We
would
take care of her equally. I swear to God.
equally.
Yeah.
There's no way, like, it's
We have
super
days.
equally.
Foods.
We bathe her
vets.
together. Okay, I pay for the vet stuff usually.
I think
Food
I did pay for her.
and the cat. Ooh, can.
But however, we have with the litter box and the food, we each get a day. We go back and forth. So like daily needs, like we switch.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm getting
that's
the-
not a bad
I
system.
would get the dogs, 100%.
No, yeah, but because
Without a
you got them beforehand, right?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to speak these things into existence.
Yeah.
You're not.
May this situation never find me.
Yeah, may this situation never find me.
That's right. Okay, next.
Okay. Can I read this one now?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
The
Enlighten
overcharged
us.
parking fee.
Mm-hmm.
A Texas resident sues a parking garage for charging them $50 for parking for just 30 minutes, stating the fee was unreasonable.
That is unreasonable. 30 minutes?
That's
Damn. I mean, but if they had it like clear up and they weren't deceptive about it, maybe that wouldn't hold, because it's like that's the price, that's what you gotta pay if you want it. But if they were like not advertising it, and you would assume that it would be a normal fee, like
Yeah.
comparable to other parking lots, then I
I
guess
don't-
it would be deceptive.
I don't think it
and-
holds up. What are you gonna sue insurance companies because your insurance is too high?
No, but how much is your insurance?
You know how much the parking thing. I mean, it doesn't just not tell you, right? It's on the parking meter.
That's what I'm saying.
Typically.
Like maybe it wasn't. Like I think it's referring to the private parking lots that you see around the city, around downtown, where you just go there and
No, I'm gonna go.
Like-
It doesn't hold.
I'm gonna say yes, it does hold. 6-3?
7-2.
Oh my god!
It would be thrown out. Parking fees in Texas are typically set by the business or facility, and unless there's clear evidence of unfair or deceptive practices, the court wouldn't intervene in a pricing dispute. You're playing devil's advocate for these.
I know. It's just that I'm trying to think of like what could make it like
Yeah, but at the same time, let's say your theory about the city ones is.
I think
you're
that's
going
what
against,
happened.
Yeah, but you're going against the city.
No, but it's a private company. Like some companies just buy a building, make it
yeah.
a parking lot,
Yeah.
I know what
and then
you
they
mean.
just charge by the hour for cars to come to downtown. Like if you
Yeah.
live in the suburbs or something.
Yeah.
And they set their own fees, so I thought maybe they didn't advertise it. It was so expensive, so that would be deceptive,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because typically it would be what, $10 an hour or something like that.
It's like $1.
That's a reasonable
Sometimes
price
like
for me.
$12 an hour. Yeah.
So, yeah. Maybe
Okay.
I should have a little bit of wisdom and just
It's because
take
you
the
don't
question
have.
as
It's
it
because you only
is.
have 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to win.
This
I'm
is the
playing my
difference.
heart out, and I'm
This is
and I'm
the-
losing.
This is the this is the difference between 4 wisdom teeth and 2. No.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it is.
Next one.
Okay. The contract dispute. A person sues a contractor who failed to finish a construction job on time. The person paid a deposit but claims the contractor didn't deliver as promised.
Okay.
It wouldn't.
Repeat again. Repeat
Okay.
It
again.
wouldn't.
A person sues a contractor who
Mhm.
fails to finish a construction job on time. The person paid a deposit but claims the contractor didn't deliver as promised.
It wouldn't hold up in court.
It holds.
Cody's first loss.
No. No.
It would
yeah.
stand. Wait. What did you say?
It doesn't hold.
It would hold.
Yeah.
No, wait. No, I said it. It would hold in court. I said it would hold in court. You can replay the footage. I did say.
What
that.
did you say?
I said it wouldn't hold up in court.
Sorry. Cody sweeps.
Oh my god!
I read this wrong. In Texas, contracts
Thank you
are
for winding me
enforceable.
up
Sorry.
and giving me hope of actually pulling this.
I'm sorry,
now
my
I'm
bad.
just.
I read it wrong. In Texas, contracts are enforceable, and if the contractor failed to meet the terms, the person could be entitled to refund or compensate for damages.
But
Yeah.
it's like
Because
damn.
you had to think about it. If it's contractor, that means that there's a contract in place. That means that they set a deposit, they set the timeline, and it's like, that's like you moving to Texas and you want to buy a house. You spend $300,000 on a house to get built by December, and it gets done in January or February.
Mhm.
You pay that deposit. That deposit also has to do with time, and it has to do with usage of the materials and stuff like that. All of that stuff, deliverables, everything. So
Mhm.
I feel like, but typically those people are going to get that money anyways if
Mhm.
they have a contract.
But
Yeah.
you know what I was thinking? Like, there's unforeseeable situations where like I know construction guys don't work whenever it's raining because you cannot work with
But
cement.
that would be under the contract, I'm sure. That's like one of those things where it's
That
like
makes sense.
the safety net just in case.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because imagine there's a hurricane now. You cannot work
Yeah,
for
or
like
if it's raining and you're working on a
1,000
skyscraper
for like 10 days. Yeah.
or a
Mhm.
roof, something like that. You can't really do
That
that.
would be in the contract. Yeah.
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 All right. Well, I'll take the L.
Okay. How many more do we have?
We're on number 9. There's 15.
Okay.
So 6 more.
I think you already won.
Okay, let's go. Let's keep going.
But we can have the audience still playing,
yeah, you can.
Okay, number 9. The online review lawsuit. A Texas business owner sues a customer for posting a negative review online, claiming it caused damage to their reputation and business.
It will hold. Especially if it's untrue.
I think it'll
It's
hold.
like defamation. Yeah.
I
It's
think it'll hold
defamation.
too.
It would get thrown out.
Ooh.
No.
Uh-huh. Texas
It's like
courts
free
protect
speech.
freedom of speech, and unless the review contains defamatory false statements, the lawsuit would likely be thrown out.
So, technically,
It's like
So
either
yes,
way.
you're right. But you guessed the wrong thing.
I think it could have been
To
more
be fair, though,
specific.
to be fair, when it comes to these like review companies or websites, you can get it removed if it's not true. So
Yeah.
it makes sense why I wouldn't go to court, because there's ways to get it removed without even going to court.
Yeah.
Unless, but then it's
But
saying
maybe
it
already caused
affected
the
business.
Yeah, maybe you already caused the damage, right? And
Nah, you
can
gotta
remove
change
the
that
review,
one.
but
you gotta change that one. That one's
you already have a night
We're right.
not booked.
8-3.
I think that's right.
I'm just kidding. It's all right.
We
That was
said
number 9.
9-3.
no. You lost one. No, you haven't.
This was the first one.
Oh,
Because
Yeah,
technically, we
so
both-
8-3.
yeah.
no, 8-2,
Alright.
8-2.
We can just omit that one and stay 8-3.
It's all good. Go ahead.
Number 10. The rent non-payment. A tenant in Texas sues.
Yeah, it holds up in court. I'm just kidding. Anything having to do with rent, it holds up in
They
court,
got that
bro.
down, huh?
Yeah.
They got that down.
Go ahead.
A tenant in Texas sues their landlord because the landlord refuses to return their security deposit after moving out, even though the apartment was left in good condition.
I feel like they could give up any reason to take that.
I feel like they
and
could
I feel
too.
like that happens a lot.
But live versus court admissible, I feel like that's admissible. Good condition.
Yeah, good condition, right?
Yeah.
What do you?
But what is good? Like, what is, maybe it was perfect condition. Now it's good condition. So there was some minor
I'm
damages.
gonna go. It doesn't hold in court.
I'm going to say it holds.
It's still 9-4. It would hold in court.
Boom,
That's what I said.
No, it's not.
That's what I said.
That's what he said.
I said it would hold.
Oh my God.
Dang it!
The classic switcheroo.
The switcheroo, yeah.
It wouldn't be you.
That
without
wouldn't
it.
hold in court.
It would stand in court.
You said it wouldn't.
Texas law requires landlords to return security deposits within 30 days, and failure to do so can result in legal action and the tenant getting the deposit plus possible penalties.
Nice.
So it would hold in court.
Yes. You said
He's
it wouldn't.
like in denial, right? He's like,
I think
"No,
I keep on getting confused on what I'm
couldn't be wrong.
supposed to say.
I couldn't. You're like in denial right now.
Nah,
You got
I
that
said
wrong.
that.
I got confused.
I said that.
No, the first time was a joke. I definitely didn't say that.
I know.
This time I really did think that
Yeah.
it's okay. Go ahead. On the next one.
9-4.
The silent alarm system. A Texas homeowner sues a security company for failing to properly install a silent alarm system, which led to a burglary.
Negligence.
court.
It holds.
Final answers?
Yes.
Would hold in court.
Yeah.
If the
negligence.
homeowner
You know,
can
she said
prove.
final answers. It's crazy.
Well, you just answered so quickly.
Manipulation's crazy.
It's not manipulating.
I
That's
know.
not what that was.
I know. You would never.
But you do
I
try
wouldn't.
to throw us off a little bit.
Sorry.
Like a
No,
little
she
bit.
would never.
No, I don't
No.
do that.
No.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
It would hold in court. If the homeowner can prove that the security system was installed
Mhm.
improperly or didn't function as advertised, they may have a case for negligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
That
thing.
makes sense.
Good thing. Yeah. It
It's
sure
crazy.
works.
Some of these you never expect to hold up in court or not.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's a lot of like.
That's a win.
I think that's a typical thing when it comes to like legal battles,
Mhm.
like legal disputes,
Yeah.
like curveballs,
Mhm.
like the legal aspect of things and law and courtrooms in general. They have a lot of curveballs
Yeah.
that
No.
normal people would never know. Like we're average people. Yes, we work at the law office of Brian Payne, and we work at a law firm.
Maybe
but
we know a little bit more than the
Yeah.
average person,
But
but
mostly we're-
nothing compared to a real lawyer. Yeah.
and it's just kind of crazy because like for instance like the dog thing or the tree,
Mm-hmm.
like those are things
interesting
that you wouldn't
questions.
expect, stuff like that. And obviously, we don't do civil litigation or anything. We don't do civil law. Law of Brian Fagan does not do civil law or anything. We do divorce, family law, estate planning, probate guardianship, and criminal law. So, most of those things are
Things
we
that
understand the curveballs
Yeah.
in those specific practice areas, but like I said, like I think all law has curveballs.
Yeah.
And especially the family law aspect, the estate planning aspect, like all of that, it's very confusing. I think one thing that could relate the most to like whether it's admissible or not is estate planning. When it comes to like wills, you know how like people always try to use like old wills and try to get it admitted in courts because like on the old will their name was written
Yeah.
down.
Oh, like
Like
the
when you're
new
in
one,
probate.
they
Yeah.
got changed at the
Yeah.
last minute or,
or
something like that.
whenever the person's about to pass away and they make them write a new will.
And maybe they
Yeah.
say like they were not in the right state of mind
Yeah.
to change that will.
Yeah, those are
yeah,
like
those
those
are hard
curveballs
situations,
that
yeah.
you never know what could happen. You
Mhm.
could not get the property, depending on
Mhm.
those little tiny intricacies, like the things that you were saying. Well, like you were saying, like maybe it's private owned, like for the parking garage one.
Mhm.
Maybe it's private owned. Maybe it wasn't said clearly. Those little things make the entire matter.
Mhm.
Like they make the entire
Yeah, it
case.
does.
You know. So when it comes to like family law, estate planning, probate, and guardianship, estate, like all that stuff, criminal law, I think those little things makes all the difference.
Mhm.
And what, whenever you have those little types of things, what also makes all the difference is whether you're having your own attorney that represents you versus you're doing it yourself,
Mhm.
or you don't really invest that much into an attorney that would really like take your case and you know put some real focus on it.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to go through all of those. How many were there?
There's 15.
Like 15 different cases that probably happen every single day,
Mhm.
and each
Those
person
are
that goes
not
through
too
it,
crazy of situations. Like I see,
no,
I see them happening every
they're
day.
normal things.
Yeah.
And all these normal things still have like little tiny intricacies
Mhm.
that make or
Of
break the
course.
case. So
Yeah. And each and every, like, some of these cases, like, we just give out an answer, but to actually make it happen, I know it would have to be
yeah,
a
like
lot
yes, it's
of work.
admissible.
Like, for example, the alarm system.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, a lawyer has to come in and show what part was advertised that it did
Yeah.
and worked, and go point by point saying, yes, this is
Mhm.
what they said. This is the product that we bought.
Mhm.
It didn't work. Why did it not work? Because that.
Yeah, and it just goes down to like all the little
Like
things that just because it's admissible
micro
in
level.
court, people,
Don't
even
mean
with
you're
the
not gonna win it.
divorce
Doesn't
or
mean you're
child
gonna win it.
custody, yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you're, it's admissible, but can you prove them?
Yeah.
Can you
Can you
prove?
win it?
Yeah, can you win it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main thing to keep in mind, guys. If you guys are facing any type of like legal battle, I mean,
Fuck.
keep in mind that, yes, it's could be admissible, and yes, that little attorney that you're talking to is, you know, sure that it's admissible in court, and it's like, oh yeah, we could use that. It's like just because you can use it doesn't mean it's, it could be a disadvantage, it could be an advantage, but talking to somebody who really knows what they're doing and have had cases like these before,
Makes
have
all the
had
difference.
times where you have to fight for your pets in a divorce. We have plenty of attorneys that, we could probably get them on the podcast and talk about like how they had to, they had certain cases where they had to fight for the animals.
It was funny because today a guy called for, I'm not gonna say the crime or his name or his information, but he said, "Hello, I have a court tomorrow. My court appointed attorney ditched me, and I need help."
Yes.
Poof, 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 poof. Okay, what's your number? Where do we go? Ba, 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 ba. We're gonna be there tomorrow. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, man.
that's a good quality.
It's like one of those
That's what you
things where
want.
like,
We'll be there.
you can rely on your coin appointed, but
They
I mean, if
good,
it's
I
not
don't
working out,
good
then,
luck. Yeah.
you could roll your dice, take the chances on your DUI or your second time charge for something or an assault or whatever. Go ahead, roll your dice, take your chances.
It's your life.
But
So
would you rather have a 1 in 3 chance or a 1 in 8
yeah.
or two
Or
thirds?
someone at least that will actually be there
Yeah.
and not ditch you. So,
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, guys. We are the Law Office of Brian Fagan. We work for the Law Office of Brian Fagan. We just kind of wanted to do this little fun, quick episode, something to keep you guys, entertained and engaged. If you have any other like crazy stories that you have heard about being admissed in court or admissible in court or whatever, drop them in the comments. If you thought that one of these would be admissible and it wasn't admissible, let us know your thoughts, because
here's the final score though. We always lose it.
Yeah.
What was it?
it was like 15-0,
Here is it. Here it is.
13
Here it is.
0, right?
They're seeing it.
10-5.
Okay.
10-4.
All right.
10-4.
Yeah.
10-4.
Here's the actual score though. Maybe it will match.
10-4.
Maybe it won't.
Roger.
10-4.
No,
All
yeah,
right.
guys.
Thank you.
If you have Any questions or anything that has to do with like divorce, like I
Mhm.
said, the practice areas that we work on. Sometimes we'll put resources down in the comments or
Mhm.
in the
Check the bio
description.
description.
Yeah. Or just check out our website, www.brianfinken.com. There's plenty of helpful
Yep, that's
resources
the
on
one.
there. But until next time, we'll see you later, guys.
Also, free consultation, so
Yeah.
make use of it. All right.
Yep.
So bye bye.
Thank you for watching another episode of Legal Lounge. If you enjoyed this episode, you can always give our office a call to schedule your free 30-minute consultation with one of our team members. Check the description below and give us a call today.